Hello. Hello. Howdy. Welcome back to video number three. Just had my weigh-in and I have all my results, so I am happy to share with you. So today is Sunday the 9th of July. So getting closer, getting excited. As I said last week, I had my bikini fitting, so that was actually a little bit more daunting. I was excited right at the start, but afterwards when I was flipping back through my phone and having all the photos of all the different types of bikinis that I tried on, I actually had a bit of a meltdown that night, and I was just thinking, fuck, I'm not gonna be ready. I had a bit of a panic attack. What I saw on the photos I did not like. I will be completely honest, I'm carrying more body fat than what I want. To look at me in person, it doesn't look that bad. And by the way, in no means at all am I saying that I am fat at all. Like in everyday general lifestyle, I'm very fit, very healthy. However, being on stage when you have a bikini up your ass and you're standing in stripper heels and people are judging you based on what you look like is pretty much, for most females, one of their biggest fears. So having that extra body fat with a bikini up your bum isn't really ideal. So you want to make sure that you do have that extra body fat dropped. So anyway, had a bit of a meltdown on Friday, saw the photos, so it's given me a little bit more encouragement to work my ass off again this week. And I prefer actually seeing those kind of photos rather than nicer photos. So if I'm doing any progress photos in my house, I usually try and find the worst lighting possible, so it kind of like fuels my hate fire and I continue to work my ass off. Anyway, so my results are in. Now, as I said in my last video, it was that female time of the month, so I wasn't expecting huge results, but I still was expecting some form of results, even though I did have that brain fart as well during the midweek and increased my carbs by 5 grams. It's only a little bit, but hey, it all adds up at the end. So this week I have gone from last week I was 59.7. This week I have now weighed in at 59.8, so it's 100 grams. As I said in my last video, I wasn't expecting to lose anything on the scales purely because I was feeling quite fluffy. So I'm expecting this week for that fluffiness to disappear and get good results by the end of this week. My waist, however, did come down by 0.5 centimetre. So I went from 66.5 down to 66 centimetres. And for me, I'm really happy with that. I'm actually smaller waisted already than I was from my last comp. And I'm quite thick around the waist. So I'm always happy when I can get my waist to come down. My hips came down from 91 centimetres last week down to 89.5. So that's a good loss. I'm happy around that again, that bloody bum, it's coming down, it's coming. And my legs have stayed exactly the same. So I'm still happy that I got some form of results. Did my body fat as well, and my body fat has come down another 1% this week. So yeah, that time of the month for a female, it's 1% body fat loss. Happy. So the plan of attack this week going forward is I'm going to lower my calories purely because I didn't get the huge results I wanted from last week. But as I said, I screwed it up myself, so it is what it is. But I'm going to keep my protein at 130. If anything, I would actually I'm actually wanting to increase that maybe a little bit later. I'm finding that I want to be eating more protein at the moment, which I don't normally have in my off season. Normally I want carbs, but when I'm competing, I do want more protein. So I'm going to keep that at 130 at the moment. My fats I'm going to keep at, I think I was 49. I'm just going to lower that slightly, just down to 47. And my carbs last week were supposed to be 110, but slipped up to 115. So this week I'm going to bring them down to 105. So, and I'm going to keep that on the fridge so I can actually see it so I don't slip up again, and I'm going to make sure I stay at 105 grams. So in total, I'm going to be sitting at just under 1,400 calories now. Again, I can hear some people going, oh, 1,400 calories. Look, for what I'm doing, I am not feeling tired. I'm not feeling exhausted. I'm still feeling quite full of energy. You know, everything is still coming together. So for me, and as you get older, I feel that I don't need as many carbs. When I was younger, I could smash through the carbs on my first couple of preps. Now that I've got where I am, even on off season, I still do enjoy eating food, and my carbs are about 5 or 6 times of what they are now, and I don't blow out. But when I'm prepping, I find that the carbs, I do need to reduce them. I don't know what it is about getting older, but as I said, I am noticing that I'm not processing carbs so well as I get older, and that's fine. I'm actually more happy to have the protein. So either way, if I lower my carbs and I increase my protein, I'm still going to be sitting around the same kind of calories anyway. So I'm going to keep my workouts the same for this week. I'm still going to be targeting for 3 leg sessions a week. A lot of my leg sessions are going to be glute dominant or hamstring dominant. I'm not really interested in being too much quad dominance. I know that the rave for fitness girls is to have these quads and quadzilla, and you know, you can't fit into your jeans. I absolutely fucking hate that for me personally. I've always been quite small, and when I walk and my legs rub together, and especially because I'm an avid Bali holidayer, rubbing legs is not my scene. I actually get instantly shitty the minute my legs start rubbing together. So I'm correcting that. I prefer a long, slender, lean looking leg. If the judges don't like it on comp day, when I'm, you know, show day, that's going to be their complete decision, and they have to judge the way they judge. But I have to walk around with my body 365 days a year, and I'm not prepping and not changing my body to shape for one particular day and a trophy. It doesn't really mean that much to me. As much as I am very competitive, I would rather be happy 365 days rather than just for one day with a trophy. So there's my plan of attack. I'm still going to be focusing on trying to get back and shoulders in there as well. I want to try and double up on those two as well. And my cardio sessions, I'm going to be doing cardio pretty much every day now. So last week I only got 1 HIIT session in, and I was actually wanting to get 2 in, but I did 1 instead, and the other days I did steady state 45 minutes on the treadmill. And for me, that's actually really, really, really good at the moment, because I'm enjoying being on the treadmill for 45 minutes in the morning. It's a bit of me time, it's all quiet. And second of all, I just load up my iPad, and I've just been watching Disney World vlogs because we're going over next year. So I've just been learning the tricks and trades and enjoying that 45 minutes. It just flies by really, really quickly. So there we have it. Plan of attack this week is, I've already given my macros. So protein 130, fats 47, carbs going down to 105. 3 leg workouts, 2 back, 2 shoulders that I'm going to stick in there as well. Cardio is happening every day, and we're going to see how we go at the end of this week. I'm going to show you inside my fridge. When I come in here to get my food, I've got some chicken up here, some meat, rice, I love snacking on raw broccoli, and then my jellies at the back here ready for tonight. But I have to have this thing in my face because my daughter. So yeah, we'll just put that there. I love the support from my daughter. Look at that. I would also like to point out that these puppies are saving my life. I have these everywhere around the house, and I just opened that yesterday and it's half gone. I am living on this. I like to suck the shit out of them so I can get the sugar. Alright, so I'm just getting ready now for work and on my way out. So I only need to take a couple of meals with me today. So the first one, I use just these little plastic containers just from Coles. I know I do use the fitness bag that you can buy. However, I I don't like the containers that come in them, so I just use these little decor bag like things, I don't know. Great for the microwave, blah 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 blah. So all I'm using is bag of veg, these ones here, the bird's eye one, I'll have this at about 10:30. I pull out all the frozen broccoli. I hate frozen broccoli. Gross. And I have pre-made or pre-cooked boiled eggs, soft boiled eggs. So I'll peel them later on. I haven't got time at the moment, but I'm just going to shove them in and that'll form one of my meals. So I'll break up the eggs and then they'll be a bit runny and then they'll go all over the vegetables. Voila, one meal done. Second meal I'm going to have, I'm going to use a bigger container again. And I'm going to use the trusty scales. Pop them on there. And then the meat that I have, the pulled beef that I've done previous. So it's here, so you can see I just hack at it every morning. And I'm going to hack at it again this morning. I usually never use the outsides of it because it's a bit fatty and I don't want the fat. So I'm just going to make sure I've got 70 grams. Perfect. I've got that in there. I'm also going to add peas. I love peas. Just canned peas. That's all I'm using today. And I'm using about 80 grams. 80 grams of peas. So you can see in there. And I'm also going to use Uncle Ben's brown rice. And I'm going to go for, mush it up a little bit because it's always a bit stiff. And I'm going to use half a cup. I usually eat this before the gym or around lunchtime, and then I'll have about half a cup of rice to go in there as well, and that'll form one of my other meals for the day. As I said, it's not a full day at work today, so I'm only needing to take 2 meals, so I will take that with me. And I've also, just as a snack in here, I've just got 30 grams of almonds for my fat. Morning, it's Wednesday, back out with Larry again this morning. So we're going to have another shoulder session, and he's going to let me know what he thinks of where my body is shaping up and what divisions I should be looking at by now. So it is pretty cold. I'm going to have to get my gear off today because I normally train in pants. So it's pretty cold, and I don't think Larry got the memo, but as you might be, as you might be able to see, I'm in good old tracky dacks that I waterbed with my pants underneath. So I'll just strip them off once it's time, and then I'm just training in tracky pants today. And I've got my good old trusty aminos ready for the workout. So, and while I'm out with Larry, he wants to have a look, so I brought my sporting gear. Check them out. All good sports people need these when they go to the gym. So I have just finished out training with Larry for the fortnight. We did with shoulders, bit of back, bit of abs, bit of sweat your ass off in that gym. Also stripped down, got into my heels and did a bit of posing so you can see where I'm at. And as you can see, I've just come out of the gym and I'm like no shoes. It's friggin' freezing, so I'm gonna jump in the car in a second. But yeah, did a bit of posing. So my body fat, I knew that I'm going to have to make a change. It is coming down, which is great, but I think I'm gonna have to really put my foot to the metal and make this happen a little bit quicker. So according to Larry, I look great with my clothes on. Body fat levels look great, and body fat levels are too high once my clothes come off. So yeah, so we both agreed I need to actually put my foot down now and make a bit of a change. It's not happening as quickly as what I had hoped it would, so I'm going to have to make some big changes coming up and see if we get better results. So I've just done a shoulder session Friday afternoon. I walked in there feeling like shit, feeling much better now, and I just realised that I've got no sweet potato for dinner and I really feel like sweet potato, so I've had to finish up at the gym and come over to the shops to get sweet potato, but got a message from my daughter to get her something as well. So for me, I have sweet potatoes, and for her, she wanted a healthy option of some fruit instead of veg, so we went with Fruit Loops. I'm pretty jealous, pretty deflated. I enjoy smelling the Fruit Loops when she's eating them, and if any ever fall out of her bowl, I try to get them and put them in my mouth. So actually none do fall out. I was just thinking of the last time one fell out. It's pretty depressing. Okay, mission, if I choose to accept, is to go to the shops and find every low carb possible thing I can find in Coles and Woolies. So I am equipped with my phone, which will have my Fitness Pal app. So I am going to scan everything and find every bulking agent that I can get, so I can fill my guts up full of carbs, or sorry, full of products that are low in carbs, so I feel like I'm eating a lot and I won't go insane next week. So I am at Coles and I'm needing to lower my carbs, and I normally have sweet potato, and I was looking at the red potatoes. So these red potatoes per 100 grams are about 17 grams of carbs in these. White potato is obviously a lot more. I can't remember what it was, what I scanned it at, but I have found these puppies. I don't know what they're going to be like. Charisma potatoes. And these ones here are scanning in at 7 grams of carbs. There's 7 grams of carbs per 100 grams. So I'm going to try these ones out and see how they go. If not, I will head over to the red potatoes and try them next time. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong with my thinking, but this cauliflower cost, you can see how big it is, my hand. This cauliflower costs $4.20. I have to cut it, I have to prep it, I have to put it in the thermi, I have to cut it all up, then I have to cook it, blah, blah, blah. Or I could buy this, 250 grams for $3. That to me is a no-brainer. I'm going that way every day. Why would I go that? The other thing that I had a look at is, besides those two, is zucchinis. I just had a look at these, the receipt. Zucchinis are $1 each, so $2. Or I can just buy this for $3. Why would anyone in their right mind buy this when you can just buy this? You have to peel this, and they're slimy little suckers. Then you have to put them through that curly whirly machine, and then you have to cook them. Oh, I suppose I don't even know what to do with these. Oh, you steam them, simply steam. So why would you spend $2 when you can spend $3 for convenience? Why would you spend $4 when you can spend $3 for convenience? Am I getting something wrong here, or am I onto something good? Coles, Woolworths. I'm going back to Woolies to shop from now on. Okay, for those of you who don't know, I am actually a Muscleworks sponsored athlete with Muscleworks in Malaga. So it just so happens that I have run out of everything that I use, all my supplements all at once. So Saturday morning I thought I would pop out to see my friends at Muscleworks and hook me up with absolutely everything that I need. So I'm expecting the cash register to go jing, 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 jing. because there is quite a few supplements coming my way, because as I said, they all ran out at the same time. So this is Muscle Works in Malaga, next to the Cheesecake Shop and next to Domino's and Subway. It's a bit scary, but yeah, so we'll head on in here, and you've got the lovely Nina on the front. So we'll head in here and I'll show you around. So we've got all your supplements all through here. All your aminos. With your proteins. And all your other bits and pieces. So I am now back from Muscle Works. I couldn't actually show you what I bought in Muscle Works because there was a few other customers that came in, so I thought I would just show you when I got back. So what I have got is the protein Rule 1. I got vanilla ice cream, and also I bought a chocolate fudge. So I got those two there. I also bought some more Opti Dreams. I use peach tea flavour, so I got some of that. That's the Night Aid Recovery. These two are just the two protein powders, these two. This one's the Sleep Aid Recovery that I love. Also got ATP's T432, which helps thyroid balance and also can act as a fat burner as well. I got some more CordRx from ATP, helps bring your cortisone levels down and helps me to chill out a little bit, because where your cortisone levels are high is where you get your belly fat, so that helps me a lot, especially with my job. And I've also got ATP's Alpha Prime. So there is the Alpha Venus that you can get. Because I'm a bit older, I prefer Alpha Prime. That actually helps balance me better than the Alpha Venus. And I bought the ATP's Amped V, which acts as a kind of like a natural pre-workout, and also a appetite suppressant for some people. Doesn't work for me as that, but. And they threw me in another shaker, which my husband is going to love. So there's my little stash of products of what I'm currently using at the moment. So it's weigh-in day tomorrow morning, so I'll let you know what the results are. It's been a bit of a mixed week. Had to lower my carbs halfway through the week after seeing Larry, but see what the results are tomorrow, so stay tuned and I will see you in the next vlog. Ciao!